Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing a book haul, and the majority of these books I got from the library, which is awesome. So the first book I got here is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. So I actually started reading this book and it's good. I'm in shock, I almost gave up on teen fantasy there, but it's really good. I really like it and enjoy it, and when I saw this in the library, I just flipped through it and was like, oh, it has a map, and I'm going to show you the map. That's what it looks like. It's so cool and awesome. And this book is basically about this girl who, since she was a child, she's been trained as an assassin, and now she's been taken to be the champion for the king, and basically she has to do these various different tests, and there are other people doing the test as well, and she has to be the winner so that she can gain her freedom. And I was reading it last night and I got to a really cool part, because I'm thinking that this is like, they say that the world doesn't have magic, it's without magic, something happened with magic, but I'm just thinking, okay, political intrigue and that's it. But it got pretty cool last night when I was reading it, so I'm really excited to keep reading and see what else is going to happen. The next book I got is Court of Thorns and Roses, also by Sarah J. It's not Maas, it's Maas, right? And this is a different series, but I think it's a part of the same universe. And this book, there's a girl who apparently kills a wolf or something, and this guy comes and he's like, yo, you can't be doing that, you have to answer for this. And he takes her into this whole new world. So she goes into the fairy world and she's like, what the heck, I didn't know this was real, I didn't know this even existed. And so it gets good from there, hopefully. And this book also has a map, and that's what it looks like. It's pretty cool because here it talks about like the different type of courts: the night court, the day court, the dawn court, the winter court, the summer court, the autumn court. And it's cool here, it's like you can't really see it, but it says under the mountain. And I was like, oh, the rings, the Hobbit. So yeah. Then the next book I got is Lola and the Boy Next Door by Stephanie Perkins. So I recently read Anne and the French Kiss and I really liked it and enjoyed it. So I was like, might as well read this. Apparently this girl is reconnected with her, I guess, old school crush, and who's the boy next door. So it's just a light read and it'll be fun. Then I got Fangirl by Rowell, and I read Eleanor and Park. I didn't like it, but I was like, everybody keeps talking about this author, she's everywhere, so you know what, I'm going to read this book. And I guess essentially this is about a girl who her twin sister wants to go like their separate ways, kind of be their own their own person, and she's like trying to come to grips with that, and she does a lot of like fan fiction. And then I went crazy and I got The Way of Kings by Sanderson. So every time I go to the bookstore, I'm like, I gotta buy this book. Why don't I just buy it? Like, why haven't I bought it yet? I have a sample copy which just has a few chapters, but buy the actual book. But when I saw this at the library, I was like, must get now before someone else gets it. And it's pretty cool, the hardcover, because it has like that. And here you go. And here's the actual map of where they are. Thought that was really cool. Okay, so this is like that book where I don't really know what it's about. Like, I read the description, I even read a few chapters, but I'm not 100% sure what it's about. So I'm going to leave a link to the Goodreads. Next book I've read is kind of sort of a funny story, not really, I guess, but in my head it's funny. I got Fool's Errand by Hobb. So I was looking at this book, I'm looking at the cover, and I'm like, something's not right. Like, this book is off. Like, why does it look like this? Why does the guy look so old and everything? Like, why did they change the cover? I was going like crazy in my head. I was just like, why did they change the cover? Why couldn't they just keep it the way it was? Like, these people are really starting to annoy me, constantly changing these covers, right? And I'm looking at this book, I'm like, isn't it like supposed to be a kid on the cover, like a young boy? Like, what is wrong? Why would they replace it with an old man or an older guy, right? So I get the book, and 2 days later, it's sitting on my dresser, and I'm like, I got the wrong book. I meant to get Assassin's Apprentice, because I want to read that series before I read this series. So yeah, I got the wrong book, but whatever. It's not actually a big deal because I still want to read this one, so it's not too serious. The next book I got, I can't find it. I have no clue where I put it. I actually started reading it, and now I lost it. I don't know where it is. It's here somewhere. I just have to look for it, which I haven't actually done. And it's The Last Unicorn, and it's so cute. It's about this unicorn who she wants to go out and see, are there any other unicorns? Is there anybody else out there that's like me? She's kind of been secluded, like in her own little meadow, her own little world, and she kind of ventures out into the real world, and it's just like eye-opening to her. You know, people are like coming up to her talking about she's a horse. She's just like, no, but I'm not a horse, I'm actually a unicorn. And then they're trying to like take her. It's interesting, and I like it so far. If I can ever find it again. And the next book I got is The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, and this is another book where I read the synopsis, I watched book reviews, but I still don't know what it's about. I still don't get it. So apparently this guy is basically telling his life story, and he does it over, I think, a period of a few days. Each book, there are 3 books, right? And over a few days he tells a story. Everyone loves this book, as you know. And this is what the map looks like. So I'm really, really excited to read this book. You guys can tell me what books you've read, if you've read any of these, what books you purchased or borrowed from the library this month, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!